Hello, it's Tabletguy and welcome back to another exciting episode of Smartwatches where we review some of the latest, underrated, underpriced, value for money smartwatch available for very affordable price. In today's video, we'll be featuring the Kospet Hope smartwatch, which has not only got great looks and features, but comes preloaded with Android 4G, Wi-Fi and an 8 megapixel camera. That's dope. And now if you want this watch, you can buy it from the links below at discounted rates. So let's dig further into the watch videos. Kospet Hope is the world's first ceramic smartwatch with a 3GB RAM and a 32GB ROM. So that seems to be a big memory enough to store all your data and run your applications. The watch is finished in very fine material. 1600 degrees high temperature and dozens of precise procedures not only cast the unique ceramic gloss in the bezel but also make it as tough as metal. It's got all CNC finishing plus double anodizing. Pure silicone made strap, comfortable, wear-proof and highly breathable. And so your style depends on your choice. It's also got a 1.39 AMOLED display with high definition and exquisite imagery. Connect the watch with one tick, more convenient on message synchronization. Supporting 4G connection and communication can be used as your second phone. It's got a RAM of 3GB and a 32GB ROM, bringing exceptionally carefree experience to you. It's born for sports. Multiple professional sport mode available. Your personal sports assistant. Heart rate monitor giving you timely health care. Different dials for your varied moods. You can also have custom dials carrying love, yearning with you all the time. The watch has an 8 megapixel camera, record very beautiful moments at your wrist. It's IP67 rating waterproof smartwatch. A short dip is always allowed in the water. So I would like to say that this is an amazing smartwatch and the price is really less. It's only $139 and you can get this on Gearbest, and Banggood is one of the best sites that I've ever used. However, I've also got the links of Amazon and eBay as well in the description below. Beautiful watch, and it's got 32GB ROM, a 3GB RAM, a quad-core CPU, a dual 4G LTE connectivity, a GPS and a GLONASS for your mapping, and it's got a Wi-Fi connection, to update all the apps and get the information in your home, Bluetooth connectivity to your phone and a headset if you want to, and an 8 megapixel camera which no other phone has at the moment. Heart rate sensor, IP67 weatherproof, which is amazing, really required, a multi-touch sensor, an AMOLED display and Android latest version. What else can you ask for? So for all the techies that are looking at the specification right now, the watch is a highly packed smartphone with a full Android OS. Now this little device holds inside more RAM and ROM and CPU than many smartphones, I would say, carrying a whopping 32GB of ROM and 3GB of RAM, LPDDR3 memory, which is 667 MHz frequency, and a quad-core CPU of MTK6739. Now the MTK6739 is a quad-core 64-bit ARM Cortex A53 CPU that can run on 1.5 GHz. Now the battery life of the Kospet Hope 4G smartwatch is equipped with 620 mAh lithium on polymer battery, and this is nearly 6 times more battery power than Xiaomi Mi Band 3. The brand comes with Kospet Hope 4G and can provide up to 5 days of standby time battery on a single charge. The usage of the battery is not stated by the brand, but we are able to get details of half battery life on a single charge compared to the smartphone. with the Bluetooth on. With light use and turning the device off during the night, approximately 18 hours of continuous light use can be consumed. Well, this is approximately more than any of the smartwatch, but it is also in line with Apple Watch Series 4. Of course, as expected, any device turning on 4G data and Wi-Fi and GPS will deplete the battery much faster. Charging the Kospet Hope 4G smartwatch charges with magnetic attachable cable, which is also included. The magnetic on the either sides of the cable, as you would know, would connect to the watch, and bang, it would charge. Now the magnet attached strongly to the watch so that you cannot pull it very easily, but you have to apply some force, so it's pretty good. Now the watch is made of ceramic material, which is extremely rugged and durable with a strong construction material. The bezels are made of ceramic, while the body of the device is constructed with a high pressure molten metal. Adding to the durability, the Kospet Hope 4G smartwatch phone has an IP67 waterproof rating to withstand normal daily activities without having to worry about the watch. For the features of the smartwatch, whatever you can get in your Android smartphone, all the features are available in the smartwatch. So you can also use the Play Store in case if you want to install any of the app available on the Play Store. So now about the screen. Now the smartwatch has a large AMOLED screen with a diagonal size of 1.39 inches. The resolution is 400 by 400, and it's even more than an Apple Watch 4, which is really cool. Now the screen brightness can be easily adjusted according to lighting conditions, and that can be brightly lit if you want to, if you're using in the sun outside, and it can be dimmed if you want to use it in your nighttime at your home and where there's no requirement of extra light. So this can save the battery to a larger extent. The screen is rounded and takes full advantage of the area of the dial, yet there's an amazing hidden tip. Pressing and holding the screen power on and off button will take you to the power off, reboot, power save and recent task screen shortcut. But the most important of all is that there's a white circle on the top of the screen. If you tap it, it will become a semicircle, and you can also force your application to show in the full screen. Now the good point is that it doesn't have a flat tire like all of the big bezel watches have these days, so it's kind of a very good feature, and I like it a lot. To install the extra dials, you can download so many dials from the internet, and you've got an amazing number of dials, probably 100 or so, and whichever dial you need, you can just save and store, and you can use it anytime you want, even without the use of the internet. Now if you want to connect the smartwatch to your phone, it is very easy. You can install the app, which is the VWatch 2 app, on your Android phone, and then it can record the health data, which is steps, BPM, kcal and kilometers, and can be used to download additional watch faces, dials, and this can also be done from the watch without the app as well. Now there is also an 8 megapixel camera in the watch, which is kind of hidden, and you can use it for spying purpose. You normally use it because no one will suspect that there's a camera over there. So if you want to roll your sleeves to become James Bond, you can do that right away. Of course, this is not a professional DSLR camera, micro lens full frame camera, and it's a multi-lens device, so it will give you a maximum resolution of 720p videos with audio. But I would say that the streaming is not that good, and it's not very sharp images, but to the point that you have an 8 megapixel camera pack in your wrist is quite impressive. Now what do you think? That would I buy this device? Well, in fact I would, because the Kospet Hope 4G smartphone watch is an amazing device with an insanely cheap price. Now compared to Apple and Samsung, yes, it's almost like 1/3 of the price, but look at the features. Samsung and Apple do not give you those kind of features which this watch has to offer. It's got 3GB RAM, it's got a 32GB ROM, it works on 4G nano SIM, GPS, 8 megapixel camera. All these features are not available in either Samsung or Apple or any of the expensive flagship watches that you have over there. Plus it's got a quad-core processor which runs very fast, and it's also got Android that you can do whatever you want, and then it's an open source. You can play with it, and you can install software, you can download. So I would say that for that price it's not a bad deal. If I have to use the watch for 1 year or so and have to throw it after that, it's still fine. I would use it for 1 year. If I have to give an overall score to this watch, it would be somewhere around 9.5. So if you're interested in buying this watch, there are links mentioned below in the description. So we've got a few websites, and they would provide you an amazing discount and provide you a door-to-door delivery. So feel free, whichever you feel is more feasible for you, just go with that. And hope you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe for more, and don't forget to leave a comment. Hope to see you soon in the next video. Until then, bye bye.